Biggest reason the Bucks came back from 12 down to win by 11.
Giannis, and can we start with this? There's no more debate. It's not fair. We're doing a disservice to this man. Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in the NBA. Nobody, no current player can do what he do on both ends of the court. He can impact the game on both ends of the court. The man, they were down by 12. He goes and gets 34 in the second half. And I know what Giannis was thinking, because I used to think that too, where I go into the halftime skip and not have it. And they said, oh, such and such is doing a great job on Shannon Sharp. You know, Shannon Sharp's the all-pro, yada, yada, yada. And some guy they ain't never heard of is doing an unbelievable job. Everybody was probably yakking. Look at the job Ben Simmons. That's why they got him. For guys like Giannis. Giannis said, man, y'all better stop playing with me, and went to work. And you see what he did? He got the ball one time and went right at Ben Simmons and said, he too little for me.
Yep.
Kevin Durant, come get some of this. Up and under on him. Claxton, come get some of this. Just dislodged him. Just ain't got enough weight. They got to tie him down with an anchor. He ain't big enough. Giannis is the reason why they won this game. And they won this game without their second best player, which is Chris Middleton. Now, this is the last 7 meetings. Giannis has won 6 of them. Now, I need to know what's going on, Skip, with the best player in the NBA. If the best player on the planet, that's Giannis. That's him and Giannis. Okay, it's 2-on-2. Kyrie, KD, Giannis, and Holiday. 43-14? 43-14. How many assists? In 3. Come on, Skip, man. They need to stop playing with this man. Nobody can do what he does. Nobody right now. He's on a level by himself. Nobody can see him. He's on Mount Everest. Now, you might be on Mount Kilimanjaro. You might be on Powell Peak. You might be in the Andes. But you're not on Everest with him. That's the reason why they won this game. And your guy told you, and sooner or later, you're going to come around to me, Ben Simmons. Skip, they're playing 4-on-5. They're playing 4-on-5 out there. Kyrie screaming, Ben, shoot it. Ben, shoot it. Ben. You in heat trouble.
The Giannis you just spoke of did an interview on ESPN last night. You probably had the sound down, and called himself a role player. That's what I'm a role player. We know, and you know, Giannis ain't no role. Well, if he's a role player, I don't know what the hell else they got on Milwaukee. All right, I hear everything you just said. But I do think you're sleeping on what the Nets did in the first half. It was a tour de force.
Yeah.
And I remind you, they still don't have Seth Curry, who's arguably their best pure shooter. I know Kyrie's a good shooter, but Seth is just
He's been struggling from the 3 this year, though, Skip.
Kyrie has. I know. I got it. He'll have fits and spurts. Seth can just flat out. He's not his brother, but he can flat out shoot it. T.J. Warren is just a natural-born scorer, and they don't have him yet. I'm waiting to see what happens when those two get blended in. And Joe Harris finally played a little bit last night and did make his first 3.
Yeah.
So the point is that in the first half, I saw the best of Ben Simmons. I started to see flashes of a guy who made 3 straight All-Star teams, who was 2-time, the last 2 years he played, first-team All-Defense, and was Rookie of the Year in the NBA. I have been worried that he has just flat-out lost it, that he's now a lost cause, where he just completely lost his way in trying to play basketball, lost his confidence, and he's just too haunted by his shooting demons. But in the first half, he was really good on both ends of the floor. And I know you don't have the sound up, but Van Gundy was just raving about him and their defense. They played defense in the first half, and they were up by 12 points at halftime. It was 55-43.
Yeah, I didn't think Giannis was as aggressive as he needed to be. He was looking to pass the ball. But, Skip, that third quarter, he put his head down and said, damn this.
Yeah, because he was 3 of 10 in the first half for 9 points.
He said, damn this, I'm going to the rim.
Okay, he did. So my problem was, if we could see what Ben Simmons did in the first half, he quarterbacked the show. And the point is, he was running the show. He was orchestrating. They still say, with the ball in his hands, he's one of the fastest in the league going up the floor. And they pushed the pace in the first half, and it looked like they were in control of the game. So the flashpoint comes when they're still up 3 points with 4:24 left in the third quarter, and Steve Nash sees that, but he sees the handwriting on the locker room wall, like, I need to try to jumpstart this team. I need to show them that I'm going to coach with the same emotion I need them to play with, because he's never lost his mind during a game.
Not like this.
He used to as a player. His team did not respond to that at all. And if you saw what KD said after the game, he was going on and on about, if I can find it here, that he said about Steve Nash. He says, I mean, we watched him play for 20 years. I've seen him talk, you know what, to refs. I've been on the court when he's talked crazy to refs. My first few years, Steve used to talk so crazy to refs. So when he didn't get attacked as a coach, I'm like, where's that stuff at?
Right.
Well, I was too, because he was the most mild-mannered coach in the league. So I don't know. It looked calculated to me. He picked his spot to go off, and it didn't work. I think Kevin thought, well, we haven't seen that at all. Where did that come from?
Right.
And so it didn't inspire them whatsoever, and it shocked me.
At that point in time, they were 1-2. We know the expectations for this ball club.
Yep.
I don't know if, I know Kevin Durant wanted them to get rid of Steve Nash and Sean Marks.
Yep.
But you best believe if they don't win it this year, he's going to be gone.
I agree. So when
he knows that.
When he threw his tantrum and got tossed, they were up 3. They proceeded to lose the rest of the game 44-29, and it had a lot to do with Giannis, but it also had a lot to do with this. Would you believe in the second half of this game, the Brooklyn Nets were 1 of 16 from 3? That's Laker-esque.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to lose on the road if you miss 15 out of 16 threes in the second half when you had a sizable lead at halftime. Right. So they missed Seth. Maybe they missed T.J. Warren. They just missed everything because they were missing the basket. KD, 0 for 3 from 3 in the second half. Royce O'Neal, 0 for 4. Kyrie, 0 for 4. Patty Mills, 0 for 2. So the point is that they had so many open shots. It's make or miss.
Yeah, KD had some shots that he normally would knock down, and, he's like, damn, I missed that. That's a gimme. I normally be able to, because he can get his shot. I mean, he the guy that Holiday was defending. I mean, the Holiday is a tough defender, a strong guy that can play, get up into the guy.
Yeah, but you want to talk about
but Kevin Durant can just one-footed and shoot over the top of him. The same thing with George Hill, the same thing with Wesley Matthews Jr. They just missed a lot of easy shots. But, Skip, they got crushed on the boards again. 54-37.
They did.
You cannot give a team like the Brooklyn Nets. That, Skip, the thing is, they are big. People don't realize when we talk about the Celtics, the old Celtics, when they had Parrish, McHale.
It's Brook Lopez.
Brook Lopez is 7+. You got Bobby Porter 6'10". You got Giannis 6'11". That is a big rebounding team, and Bobby Porter gives them energy. They love the way Bobby Porter plays because he comes in, he's going to get you some rebounds. He had double-digit rebounds, and he's going to hit big shots, and he's going to crash the glass for you, give you second chance opportunities. But, Skip, this was all about Giannis. Giannis, right now, I don't know. Look, Jason Tatum is playing unbelievable, but he's leading the league in scoring. He's leading the league. I mean, he's right up there with rebounding.
Yep. No, I got it. I also think this was a lot about Ben Simmons because it got so bad that Kyrie, on a sort of a semi-break, is yelling, "Shoot it, Ben!" And it wound up in KD's hands, and he did lip it in over the front. But so it wasn't a terrible possession. But in the second half, Ben Simmons disengaged. In the second half, it looked like he was thinking, well, I did enough in the first half. The media is going to be okay with me tonight.
But, Skip, I think the biggest thing is that at least look at the rim. Make them think that you might shoot. Skip, the guy's 5 feet from the basket, and he doesn't look at the rim. There are several times that he got the ball in the second half, Skip. He wouldn't even look at the rim. And it says he's exercised those demons. No, the demons are exercising, about to jump on him again.
They are.
He has not, Skip, he has not gotten that out of his head. There is no way an NBA player should be afraid to shoot the basketball. I don't know how. Skip, I mean, and that's my thing. You're like, okay, man, Skip, 2 of 7. And then the 7 shot, I mean, yeah, you're going to miss some shots, but he won't even look at the rim.
Okay, well, in the second half, he took no shots. He's 2 of 7 in the first half.
Yeah. Come on.
Well, it takes the life out of your team because you can see KD's body language gets sort of Brady-esque, like he's looking around, or LeBron-esque last night in Denver, where he's looking around like, what are we doing?
Skip, I just don't believe it. Not in today's game. Maybe you could have a bad shooter, but Skip, he's your point guard. How in the hell? We just talked about Russ. How your point guard can't shoot? And the one thing, Russ ain't afraid to shoot. I mean, he probably should, be more like Ben and be afraid to shoot sometimes.
He's the flip side of this.
But Ben is like petrified of shooting the basketball. Yeah. How you go a whole half?
Russ is delusional about his ability to shoot, and Russ is the opposite of delusional.
Ben is the opposite.
I mean, Ben is. He is painfully aware
that I can't shoot.
That I can't shoot. So I'm not even going to try to shoot because I can't shoot.
I mean, point guard plays almost 35 minutes, and he had 2 free throw attempts, and he goes 0 for 2.
And the 2 free throws look bad to me.
They weren't even close.
No, they weren't.
Skip, he goes up there knowing I'm going to miss these. Let me hurry up and get this over with.
Yeah. So my question about Ben, as it's been from the start, is he broken? Is he psychologically broken where he just can't fix it, where he can't get it back?
So he got the yips, the Chuck Knobloch, the Steve Sachs.
One of those things where you
Rick
just...
Ankiel.
Rick Ankiel, where he can't find home plate anymore and he doesn't know how to get it back.
Right.
I don't know.
David Duval.
In golf, we've seen it. We've seen it. Where
Ian Baker Finch had the same thing.
He couldn't find a fairway anymore. Everything went right or left. It happens where you're just broken and you can go to therapy and they just can't get it out of you.
Some things are beyond. Skip, some things, like, hey, it's beyond repair. It's going to cost you more to fix it. You come out better just get the new. But you can't get it, Skip, like you said, he's 6'10". The guy's 25, 26 years of age.
26, yep.
But how? But like I said, Kyrie said shoot it. And I remember, man, there's 5 people in the lane. I don't care. Face the basket. So what if Giannis... They make it seem like Ben Simmons will be the first player in NBA history to have his shot blocked. But at least face the basket like, oh, y'all better get there because I'm about to poke on somebody. This man get the ball in the rim right there. He like, Katie, you take this. Like it's a hot potato.
Okay, what's the issue with basketball, the way the sport is refereed? The rules of basketball dictate that even if you're open in the lane, your opponent can foul you.
Yes.
And his worst fear is at the free throw line.
That's why he got up off the ball so quick.
That's what I'm saying. So when he's in the lane, shoot it, Ben. Well, he's like, well, if I try to shoot it, he's going to foul me.
Right.
And then my worst fears will be realized because I have to go stand there by myself from 15 feet away and try to just hit the rim, right?
And the silence is so deafening.
It's deafening.
That's the thing. It's almost like 80,000 people screaming.
Yeah.
Because you can hear that boom, boom, boom. You can hear the ball bouncing. And you're alone at that free throw line with your own thoughts like, man, I remember the last time I was here. Boom, clank.
Clank. Yep.
Most guys, Steph goes up to the line. KD goes up to the line. Man, I'm finna make this. Not one time I don't believe Ben goes to the line and actually thinks he's going to make those free throws. I hope I make them.
I think he did once upon a time, but no longer.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Subscribe here to get the very latest from Skip and Shannon. Plus, go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.